Very good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So our topic is on the fundamental of marketing. So chapter 1 on this subject, learning objective, definition of marketing, exchange process, marketing mix, marketing management, philosophies and operation. Okay, what do you understand by marketing? Uh, every day you go to market, supermarket, all kind of market, mini market. Is it the same market we are talking down here or different? Let's see what is market. The set of actual and potential buyers of product. Okay, then what is marketing? An organizational function and a set of process for creating, communicating and delivering value to customer and for managing customer relationship in the ways that benefit the organization and its stakeholder. Stakeholder here mean not only the shareholder but all the parties connected to that organization. So stakeholder, other than shareholder, it can be the general staff, your customer, your supplier, all this we call it stakeholder. In case you don't understand stakeholder meaning, it's different from shareholder. Okay. Marketing, the marketing mix. So here we teach you the 4 P's. You must remember these 4 P's. Examination, this topic sure to come out one. Yeah, is a popular topic of the on marketing mix. What is the 4P? The product, place, promotion, and the price. We'll go this in detail. What is product? Anything that can be offered to a market for attention, acquisition, use, or consumption that might satisfy a want or need. Yeah. Anyone thinks something when you want to get something for you for food, for your dress, for your makeup, for your shoes, this you go to the market to buy it. That is your needs. So anything that you need, kemahuan, kehendak you go to the market and buy it. That thing that you bought is a product. Can be anything. Okay. What is place? So we have number 1, 4P. 1 is product. Number 2 is place. Putting product in the market through marketing channels. For example, you see all the product in the village grocer, Maidin, Aeon supermarket, or any shops. So that means that place is the marketing channels where the product are placed and you go to this place to buy your needs. Set of interdependent organization involved in process of making the product service available for the use of consumption. Yeah. I explained that just now. Okay, number 3, the P is price. You have product, you have place, you have price. Remember these 4 P's: product, place, price. The amount of money charged for a product or the sum of values and consumers exchange for the benefits of having or using the product. Even you travel in the taxi, travel in the aeroplane, yeah, you travel in the aeroplane or cars or taxi, or even you go to the supermarket, or even you go to the cinema. So you pay something. There's a price. Whatever you pay, we call it a price. So anything that you pay in exchange for your benefits, this is part of the price. Promotion, activity that support and provide active encouragement for the furtherance of a cause, venture or aim. It encompasses all tools in the marketing mix. So you can see that people advertise their product so that entice you to buy, or maybe to make known to you their product, what is their use, what is the benefits, so that people who needs it will buy to your needs. Personal selling, it can be like now you can see a lot of direct selling. People go to house, office to office, person to person, to do the marketing of each single product. That we call it public selling. Publicity, you can advertise in television, radios, and all the social media on the product. There is promotion through publicity. Sale promotion, this one is specific. Sometimes we call it cheap sale. This one you have cheap sale. This is called it sales promotion. So certain time they have promote certain product for certain promotion. So that is the 4P just now. I repeat again. The product, praise, place, price, promotion. Remember this 4P, very important. Always come in the question in the exam. Okay, what is marketing? It's a process of planning and executing the conception, pricing, promotion, distribution of ideas, goods and services to create exchange that satisfy individuals and organization goals. So what is the actually meaning? So when you want to sell a product, let's say if people want to sell a car maybe, you see how they have to price the car. They have to compete. Malaysian made car, Japanese made car, European made car. If they are on the same range, they have to come up with a competitive pricing, because people would start differentiate from one product to another. If all the same, then they will have to look into the pricing. So if similar product, your pricing is cheaper, then people will choose your product. So this is very important on the pricing pricing kind of policies that you have to set. Promotion, you can see like cars, they have appoint agent to sell their cars in the showroom throughout the country. Or even you can see foreign car, they set up showroom throughout the world, in every country, to do the promotion and the distribution. And then for sure, when they do the promotion, they have always to tell how the ideas regarding the product and the goods, they created it for certain kind of specialties that you have to choose whether this car from the other car is much better or not, and depend on the pricing that you're going to pay. And also the services, for example, car. Now even car said, European car, they said free service for 5 years. Malaysian car only free service for 2 years. So if you want a longer free service, maybe you look to the buying an European car. So what happened to the Malaysian car? So even Malaysian made car also now giving 5 years service. You compete. Services also another marketing tools that you have to create to attract customer. All these are the things that you have to attract to satisfy individuals, customer that are going to buy your cars. And that's how your organization goals have to come up. The goals to satisfy the customer and get the price, and get the best price, and get the best product and the services. These are the basic concept of marketing. They are much more detailed. You can read and understand what is marketing is all about. Concept of exchange. People give up something in order to receive something that they would rather have. So here, the common medium of exchange is money. So when you buy things and others, those days, they use barter trade. I give you rice, you give me sugar. I give you rice, you give me wheat. That kind of thing, those days, when money was not invented yet. But now, they come up with this invention of this money as an exchange. So you didn't have to exchange the product, because you may not need rice. I give you, you got sugar, but you don't need the rice. So in this case now, we use money. They pay you the money, then you can use the money to buy other product than the rice that you need. So this is what money is all about, and it become as a concept of exchange. Five condition must be satisfied. There must be at least two parties lah. You must exchange. You must be a buyer, must be seller lah. Dua parties lah. There no buyer, no seller, then it's no exchange. Second, each party has something that might be value to other party. The other party need the rice from you, or the other party need the car from you. If there's no value for them, they don't need the car, they're not going to buy, or they're not going to exchange with you. Third, each party is capable of communication and delivery. When you want to buy and sell, so there must be a place to communicate. So this place, normally we say there's a marketplace lah. You go to the marketplace to buy and sell, to communicate like anything. How market is developed? Because it's a place where people need to communicate to buy and sell. That what is market come into existence. Fourth, each party is free to accept or reject the exchange for offer. Of course, when you go to the supermarket, not everything that sell you can accept it. Sometimes the price does not suit you, so you reject it. Maybe the product suit you, so you are free to accept or to reject whatever in the exchange offer. In this case, for example, in the marketplace, each party believes it is appropriate or desirable. You want to buy my product, I give you the money exchange. You feel this is worthwhile, then you do it. If not, otherwise, you don't have to do it. So this exchange make life more easier now, and buying and selling, exchange of things are more flexible. Marketing management philosophies. What is this all about? So you have the production orientation. After your production is done, you have to sell. To do the sale, you have to do the marketing orientation, and then the society market orientation. What the market needs, whether it fits your product or not. Okay, what is product orientation? The first one, focus on internal capabilities of the firm rather than the desires and needs of the marketplace. Yeah, this is example sambal nyet. So if you can create a good sambal, or you can get good nasi lemak, or some food delicacies special that you make that nobody else can do as what you make. So that is your internal capabilities to come up with a unique product that you can sell into the marketplace. So product orientation is very, very wide lah. Important thing is your internal capabilities. If you're talking about phone, like say like car, what is your internal capabilities of the car? They can produce a very economical car maybe, compared to other car which have similar capacity or horsepower. That's an example lah. So product orientation, that means what is your product that is better from other competitor that you can sell to the marketplace, that people will choose your product than the other product. The firm is concerned with what it does best, based on the resources and experience rather than what consumers want. So product orientation is more your internal capabilities and internal how you can do the best product that with your own resources and experience of your people working with you, they come up with a unique product. So product orientation, in summary, it more talking about each firm internal capabilities, strength, to produce certain things that can be better than others, so that your product can be sold at the marketplace where people will look your product because of your uniqueness. Sales orientation. What is sale? Assuming that more goods and services will be purchased if aggressive sales techniques are used, and that high sale result in high profit. Example, mainstream goods and services such as perishable item. For example, you selling vegetable. Yeah. So how you can go to the supermarket now? You see, vegetables now, sometimes now they pack it into plastic, they put it into a refrigerator so that the product can last longer, and it look more hygienic when they put it into plastic box or kind of thing. So when you do sell your product, not only the product, but also need to see the packaging, the technique, how you want to keep it, so that when you bring back in home, it's easy for you to keep in your refrigerator or kind of thing. You don't need to wrap it back or kind of thing. So all this sales orientation that you have to think for your customer, that make them attractive to buy a product. For example, I went to supermarket to buy vegetable. One vegetable, carrot for example, is just grown normal grown. But the other vegetable, I said this is organic carrot. One vegetable is grown normally, the other one they grow it organically, and they pack it nicely, and they say that this one is more hygienic or kind of thing. So that kind of orientation on the sales they put on the product with organic make me attracted me to buy the organic one rather than the non-organic one. These are some example of the sales orientation. Market orientation. Market concept state that the social and economic justification for organization existence is the satisfaction of customer wants and need while meeting organization objective. When we're talking about market orientation, that means your product will satisfy whatever the company produce the product. When you sell it, it will satisfy the customer wants and needs. Once the customer satisfies on your product, what will happen? They will continue repeatedly to buy your product when they finish the product. So if that happen, then we call it you have a good market orientation, because your product are acceptable by the customer to their needs, and because of their satisfaction, they repeat the order from you. That's where the business are. If you sell your product once, people don't like your product, and they're not going to repeat it, that means your market orientation is not there. You can close shop, because after that, the next production, nobody going to buy your product. So market orientation is important. That is will help your market existence in the long term, when your product are can satisfy the customer wants and need. Focusing on customer wants and need, so the organization can differentiate its product from competitors' offering. This part of the market orientation. Second, integrating all the organization activities, including product, to satisfy these wants and need. Achieving long-term goal. All I explained just now. If your product is good, you can achieve your long-term goals. People will continue buying your business, so that your organization or your company can continue to exist. Otherwise, you have to close shop if your market orientation is no good. Societal marketing orientation. What is this? An organization exists not only to satisfy customer wants and needs and to meet organization, but also to preserve or to enhance individual and society long-term best interests. So the orientation needs the marketing concept to serve three bodies: customer, organization, and society as a whole. This one is good example. We're talking about education. Yeah? Like say in our case, we are education business, including business. In education, we call it services. Business, services in business. So if we can produce graduates, that is our customer, uh, and it satisfy our organization that we want to produce good graduate, for what? Because if the graduate we produce are good, they will satisfy the society needs as a whole. Because why? They will work and they will contribute to the country economic social development. So this what meaning your college, like say our college, produce graduates that can work and uh, can work in the country, in our country, and can help into the economic and social and political development of the country. So these graduates, we call it, it's satisfied the needs of the society as a whole. Okay, so hope you can understand that quite simple. But if you don't, if I don't explain, maybe you quite too difficult to understand. Okay, marketing management philosophies. Yeah. Okay, we tabulate it lah. One we talking about production, focus on efficiency of internal operation. So you need to be efficient to be competitive. If your organization is not efficient, even your product is good, then your product may cost higher. So then doesn't tally with your philosophy of efficiency and producing the cheapest product and at the best price. Sales focus on aggressive sales technique and believe that high sales result on high profits. Of course, every time we talk about sales, there's always a target. Target. Every company you work in future, if you're going to work in the sales department, the boss will ask you what's your target, how much you can sell, what's the volume that we expect to the production we have to produce. So sales is another important thing. You produce, you cannot sell, you close shop, tutup. Yeah. Market focus on satisfying customer needs and want while meeting objective. So two part. When you go to the market to sell your product, you make sure your product you produce it satisfy the needs and want. For example, you buy a car. You're selling a car. So the customer need is a car. Yeah? Satisfy. Make sure the car have a basic thing and can run properly. That less breakdown or kind of thing. So that will satisfy the customer need. But you sell a car every 2-3 months, start breaking down here and there, it's not going to satisfy the customer, and they're not going to buy your brand of car in future. While meeting objective, sure, if you can sell the car that can satisfy the customer needs and satisfy them, as I said just now, less breakdown or kind of thing, then you meet the company objective, then your marketing philosophy is in place. Society, same thing as now. Focus on satisfying need and enhance individual and the well-being of the society. Depend on which product lah. Like car maybe does not suit this society need. But if talking about education, for just now I said to you, if you can produce the graduate which can work and contribute into the developments of our academic activity. For example, now we are a developing country. We produce graduate that can work and bring our country to full developed country. So the services that our college produce this graduate will satisfy the society needs. Difference between sale and marketing orientation. Okay, sale is more about inward, selling the goods and services to everybody. Primary is to sell a big volume. Tools two is to achieve promotion. Whereas market orientation is outward, satisfying customer needs to specific group of people, specific customer, and they must have a satisfaction in your product. Coordinated use of all marketing activities lah. So that's a different when you talk about sales, market orientation. Some people, they confuse sale and market is the same thing. No, we already give you the breakdown. What is the sale? What is the market? What is very? Both of them are interconnected. Okay, organization focus. Sales-oriented firm tend to be inward-looking. They focus on satisfying their own needs rather than those of customer. So, market-oriented firms derive their competitive advantage from external focus. Department in this firm coordinate with other activities focus on satisfying customer. This is a continuity of what we mentioned. What is sales-oriented and market-oriented? Customer value. Okay. Customer value is the ratio of benefits to the sacrifice necessary to obtain those benefits. Creating customer value is a core business strategy of many successful firms offshore. Focus. If the customer is satisfied, there's a business. If the customer is not satisfied, if your customer not satisfied, then your firms can close down because they're not going to buy your product anymore. So why marketers interested in customer value? So why? Because offer product that perform. That means a product, when people buy, it will satisfy his needs. It wants. That means it's working lah. We're talking then. Oh, I buy this washing machine, for example. Yeah. So yes, it's working. It's not that you buy washing machine, you put your clothes inside there, your clothes still dirty. So it does not work. So if that means it's not performing. So that kind of product, nobody will buy anymore your washing machine. So that's what we mean, the product that perform. Give consumers more than they expected. Sometimes washing machine, your washing machine is only to wash, but another company sell the same washing machine, same price with a dryer. You know dryer, they dry the clothes together. After you wash, you just put the next compartment, dry. That will be giving customer more than they expected. They expected just to buy a washing machine, but now this washing machine also can dry the clothes. That's a good example lah. Avoid unrealistic pricing. So sometimes people thinking that you sell expensive things. People thought your product is much better than the product which is low pricing. These are some marketers try to do that kind of trick mentality, yeah, to put a high price on the product, thinking that people think his product is much better than the same product with a low price. So avoid this kind of thing, because very soon people find out your high price product and the low price product is all the same, and then they know that they got cheated and they're not going to buy you anymore. So for marketers, be careful on this kind of strategy. Give the buyer the facts. Now, for example, in Malaysia lah, people are more literate. People can read. People can understand. Last time they just buy things, they don't understand what they're buying also. As long as it perform, it's okay. Now no, people would like to know more, the detail of the product. Even the product is made from what? Steel, plastic, or kind of thing. So give the buyer, your buyer, fact sheet. We call it fact sheets. And this will give more confidence for the customer to buy a product. From the other product, same product, but then without fact sheet. Because now the confidence is much better for the buyer which read your fact sheets. Offer organization-wide commitment in service and after sales support. I give a good example earlier on the car punya manufacturer. Which used during my time, I'm 40 years in business. Those days when I buy a car, new car, you can get 2-year guarantee is very, very, very good. Those days, 40 years ago, any type of car you buy, normally they will give a 1-year guarantee. Today, everybody trying to give 5 years guarantee. So that to show that your product is very good, because you guarantee the product 5 years, plus service support free. Who want to guarantee a product if you think your product after 2 years is going to broke down and with so much of repair, you have to buy, like say a car kan, you have to buy all the spare part to replace them. Sure, you don't want to guarantee to 5 years. But once you say that I guarantee my product 5 years and free after sales support for 5 years, every damn people are almost 100% confident to buy a car. Then people will say there's a value for the money. Because I buy this car, they guarantee me for 5 years at least. I'm not worried for the next 5 years, even to buy a new car. Why people normally buy a new car? Those days, like my age of people, I'm 60 plus now. We almost buy a new car. I used to buy every year I change car. Those days. Because why? The guarantee is for 1 year. If you use the car for more than 2 years, the cost of repair and maintenance is so expensive. It's cheaper to buy a new car. So normally, our generation those days, especially like us in business, use the car every day. Unless you are a teacher or government servant, only use the car very limitedly, then it's okay. There's not much of wear and tear. We use the car almost every day, and those days, early days, our business are very busy. Almost a car used 24 hours, day and night. So it goes to wear and tear very fast. So after 2 years, the car is almost like scrap already. So we normally will buy the new car after 1 year or after 2 years. Those days I'm doing quite well. I buy a car, I change car every year. Doesn't mean good. I mean high end car. Any type of new car is good because we want to avoid the wear and tear or the breakdown of the car during our business time. Suddenly you drive a car to Kuala Lumpur, break down halfway, and then it spoil a whole day of our operation and business. So now organization, wide commitment in service after sales support, especially for car and all kind of product now, they're giving up to 5 years. I think in future maybe they will do it more than 5 years to attract and to give customer value. So these are the things, part and parcel of the marketing strategy to earn your customer, to get the customer for your product. That is the next step. We're talking about the customer satisfaction lah. The feeling that the product has met or exceeded the customer's expectation. I buy now a car, Audi. They give me guarantee 5 years for after sale and service. I just close my eye, I just buy. If the company car organization can guarantee that 5 years, I don't have any headache for the next 5 years to any repair or maintenance because all free by them. So you feel the feeling that the product is very good. Expected, I as a customer, my expectation now is very high on this Audi product. So this is what we call it the customer satisfaction level. The organization culture focus on delighting customer rather than on selling the product. Now, like Audi, Mercedes, so they are focused on make the customer happy rather than focus selling the product. Last time people just tell the product good or whatever good, doesn't know. But in the end, the customer not satisfied, they're not going to repeat to buy a product. Now everybody is changing the strategy. They want to make the customer happy on the product. Then there will be repeat buying. Repeat buying means repeat business. Then your business can grow and can prosper. Okay, that is the main thing. That will next step, building relationship. Yeah. Relationship marketing strategy that entails forging long-term partnership with customer and contributing to success. What is this? For example, those days, during my young days, when I have a little bit money, I start to buy a good car. That time we call it Mercedes car. When I buy Mercedes car, I am delighted and satisfied. For the last, I think 20 years, when I want to change new car, I still buy a new Mercedes car. So that means Mercedes has built a relationship with me. Until I went now, I changed to a new car with Audi car lah. Doesn't matter lah. But at least for the last 20 years, I've been buying 5 or 6 Mercedes car, change every 2-3 years. I change a Mercedes car. That means Mercedes have managed to build a relationship with me for long-term partnership of their product. Yeah. So the internet is an effective tool generating relationship with customer. You can use internet, yes. Customer benefit from stable relationship with suppliers. I said just now, if the relationship with me in Mercedes is very good, so as a supplier, Mercedes is a supplier or producing the car, so it will benefit both parties. Third, the sense of well-being occurs when I'm going on relationship with provider. And then you become like, you feel like you are part and parcel of the family of Mercedes. Your well-being, everything, sometimes Mercedes is also together with you. Mercedes is like your family already. So this is, we call it building a relationship. Some people refuse. Once they build a relationship with one party, they will continue. They're happy to eat at one particular shop. They eat to the shop from the young days until they die. This is also a good, because every time they go to the shop will even know the father name, grandfather name, and even the grandchildren name. They can mention it just of hope. So that's how you build your relationship with your customer. So what happened? The repeating, go to eat at the shop every day. For example, I have a simple another habit like that. I like to go to the coffee shop in the evening. First, I like the coffee. Second, I like the environment at the supermarket, Eon supermarket. So wherever I go there for coffee in the evening, wherever I want to meet, I will go to the same shop. There are so many other shops there. They have a Starbucks, we have a Coffee Bean, organic. But I still go to the kopitiam. Because first, I like the product. Second, I like the customer service. They know what I want. Before I enter, even I sit down, they already get my things ready. My coffee ready. And they will get the same person who is going to do my coffee. Because another person who do my coffee, it tastes different. Maybe you think funny, but one day you understand what I am to say. If you are used to one person who do your coffee, even in my office, I start asking one staff to another to do me the coffee, the same water, become different taste. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. You are young, but one day you understand. When we get old, we are more sensitive. We are more sensitive to the thing we eat. We don't eat a lot, but we eat little, but we want to satisfy. So we want to find the right person who do the right coffee. The same coffee, but different person do it. You get different taste. Maybe you think it's funny, but it's happening. This is where we call it building relationship. And the owner of the kopitiam knows that when I move in to the shop, they will ask the specific person who do my coffee to do my coffee. Because he know that if he ask somebody else to do the coffee, you put on my table, I will call the supervisor. I said, this coffee is not my normal coffee. Oh yes, sorry, he will take back and replace me the coffee. And he will ask the person who is doing my coffee every day, because he knows how the taste I want it. Yeah. So this is building relationship lah. You think it's a simple thing? No, it's not simple. Some business, because of building relationship, they can survive for years, for generation. Yeah, for generation. Because the whole family will go to the same place. Because of the building relationship. Very important factor in marketing. So that's the end in chapter 1. So hope you enjoy the lecture, and we hope the lecture will continue to interact with you in class to explain about this important subject for me lah, or I say it interesting subject lah on marketing. Okay, so thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.